Yes, welcome. We're live now.
Oh, we're live and I'm scratching my back. I'm caught scratching.
Yeah, so welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. We have our we've been uh having a signal problem
Our
lately.
continuing problem with our signal. And so we were chopped off and bumped off a little while ago when we tried to do a live stream. So we thought we'd just continue with the same subject. And see, we've got 9 people. See, we've got 18 people, doubled in a moment.
Yeah,
So,
so
your
we have
thoughts?
an early live stream around 7 and then just suddenly cut off because of our signal. So our topic for tonight is, should a widow or widower
Mary?
remarry again? What is your thought? So
Well,
please
they can't,
participate.
honey, they can't remarry again.
Marry.
They marry again
Marry again.
or remarry.
Remarry. Right?
Yeah.
So what is your thought? A widow, a parenter, or a Filipina who just got widow or widower. Do you agree that they should marry again? Ambisyusang Kuching, hi. Yes.
Yes, they should. Okay. Rolando Lipura, how the sex life? Yeah, okay. We know you. Ambition.
Hello. Ambisyusang Kuching, nice to see
can,
nice to see you guys.
Can hide that one.
Scott B, good morning. Where we are now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever parts of the world you are. From Raisa Pragali Vlogs, hello, mega shout out, what a beautiful couple. Yeah, to all, everyone, especially whatever parts of the world you are, stay safe. Ambisyusang Cody Johnson, good evening, Beth and Terence. Much love from Texas. Yeah, please give us a hit likes on this live stream. Give us a thumbs up.
Elizabeth Mass,
check
good
attendance.
evening, both. Hello. And that one I can't actually.
Ambisyusang Coaching, I've been watching your videos when I was in the Philippines. Thank you so much. Puerto Rico, I changed my name, hiding from the cops in the South American jungle. It ain't half hat her mom. What?
Yeah, right. Okay, Porto. Good luck. Arlene Tiago, I bet Terence, good morning here from Canada. I'm an avid fan. Thank you for being that and for supporting us.
Yeah.
It's great.
From GRS, no more because they will broken hearts again.
Maybe.
Anjanette Amora, maayong gabi. Hello everyone's out there. So as I says, our topic for tonight is should a widow or a widower marry again?
So Elizabeth Mass, I don't think so.
Remarry again for me.
Remarry again for me. I wonder if you will always think that way because eventually someone, if you have a space, someone will creep into your heart. And why not?
Yeah, this topic was been suggested last night. During our live stream, somebody suggested, how about you tackle the topic about remarry again? Should a widow or widower? So we tackled it. So if you have other topic on your mind that you want to tackle in our next live stream, just comment over there. And as I said, please participate on our live stream topic of the night. Should widow or a widower remarry? And please give us a like on this live stream. Chat.
So,
Ambisyusang Kuching, hello everyone. Rosalie Live in America, hello Beth and Terence, how are you?
We're doing good, thank you.
Francois Edith Marquez, hi.
I'm Francois L. from Ottawa, Canada.
Check
I
attendance.
think the answer is yes. The human being is not supposed to live alone. And you probably hit the nail right on the head there. That people generally, I know that men are supposed to live longer if they are married. So I don't know how true that is. Don't know how true it is for women. Women tend to, I think, live longer anyway. So Leah G, hey, good evening, great couple, thank you. Of course, yes, a widower can remarry again, and that's legal as long as there's no one against in their decisions. So why not? They have all their rights to love again. I wonder, does it matter if anyone is against their decisions? If you are someone who is coming to the Philippines to marry again, whatever your circumstances, be it divorce or be whether you're a widow, you may not be that popular. People don't always want you to step outside their comfort zone. So that's something that you have to consider. You've got the rights, you can take them.
Yeah, but you need to be very, especially for the woman, you need to be very, very careful when you want to remarry again, especially if you have children.
Yes, but that's
You know?
that's nothing to do with the rights, is it? That's to
Yeah.
do with what is
Yeah, but what I mean is
good
different
survival for you,
in different topic. You know, you need to be very careful in choosing your partner.
especially if you have children.
Yeah.
I think that goes for both.
Yeah, at the same time, before you married again, make sure that there's no your children is already okay with it, you know, so that there's no problem later on.
And sorry again, I'm not being disagreeable, but very often your children may well be very much against it. Then what?
Talk about it.
And then what?
Then, if they said no, then you need to fight for your love.
There you go.
GRS, God say enough, no more period, done. From Jerry Lindiman, how's difficult would it be to own the land in the Philippines?
Provided you have a Filipina for your partner and you have total trust, then it's not hard for you to own land in a way. You know, there are things that you can do, but basically it's a matter of trust. And
Yeah.
if you have a person that you can trust, then things can be worked out.
From Leah J. Hi, good evening. Great couple, of course. Yes, a widower can remarry again, and that's legal as long as there's no one against in their decision. So why not? They have all the rights to love again.
Yeah, which we already did.
I did already.
Yeah, we already did that.
Lenny Kieta, yes, for lifetime partner.
Yes, for lifetime partner. So Sylvia Mamalias Sambilad J.
Shirley Abriga, hi Beth and Terence. Good evening in Bohol. I'm one of your followers. Stay safe, both of you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am.
And you
Thank
too.
you. Karina, hello po. Ma'am Shilane and Angelo Blags, hello host, good evening. Arlen Tiago, time can only tell. We cannot dictate our hearts once we fall in love, I believe.
That's right. So you may, as we have seen on our channel, when we've had visitors who have come from various parts of the world, America and Australia come to mind, and they've been adamant. Absolutely no, I am totally happy being single. Neither of them are single now, and they're happy not being single.
From
So, who
Elizabeth
knows?
Mas, my husband passed away last year, December 2019, so it depends, but for now, not anymore. Sorry to hear, ma'am. Yeah, from Dudes or Gahada, shout out po from Lubicid, Misamis Oriental. Hello, Dudes Argahada. Ambisyusang Kuching, of course, they have the rights of to remarry. No man is an island host, and we all need someone to hold and to be with.
I think that's true. So Fatima Mohammed, hi, good evening, watching from Hong Kong.
To all OFW that watching us, hello,
Good luck
thank
living
you.
in Hong Kong with the way things are going, and I hope that things stay true to what is right and fair. Not sure that's the way it's going right now with China. Suzanne Johnson, if you can find someone that you care deeply about, there should be no reason why they can't marry again.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Fatima Muhammad. Ops, if the mom or dad want to marry again, that is their right, and the children's no right to say no.
The children should, I feel that the children should want their parents, whichever side, to be happy.
Yeah.
I remember in our very, very short live stream a little while ago, I remember saying that my own mother, she separated from my father after 35 years of not such great marriage. And she did meet someone, and I went along and I met him and I welcomed him for her sake. It didn't require that I should want the man for my lifelong friend, but he was a good and decent man, and I told my mother, you have the right to happiness.
Yeah. You know, in some cases, to those that their partner died or when they're around 60s or 70s, usually the woman is not looking for somebody, right?
No,
But
as
the different is the guy, right?
the man may well
Yeah.
want to try again, because it seems that what is it, that the new 50 is the new 70.
From where we are now, Mr. Ma, I wish I get as lucky as this man. Elizabeth Mas, I
wish you
don't
too.
have kids. I'm not lucky, but there's nothing I can do to have a kids. I was married in 30 years, but my hubby died. Sorry to hear, ma'am.
Yeah, sorry.
Francois L, check attendance. If a widower get married again, he or she will have a new
In-law
in-law
family.
family. Don't forget the ex-in-laws. That's a good one, you know. George Moret, yes, if you or any age, you need to be happy.
Yes.
Jos-
Why would you know?
Yeah, Josie Yukawa, check attendance. Good
Good
evening, Beth
evening.
and Terence. Happy watching in Japan. To all viewers in Japan, hello. Martin Lace, afternoon to you both from Scotland. First of all, you need to find someone to love and is compatible to make that commitment.
Yep.
Rosalie, live in America. I saw Lina sa pag-practice mag-drive, nahulog ang cellphone ko kasi nagulat ako kung nagsigawan kayo. Yeah, so she saw the practice of Manang Lina driving and her phone dropped. Yeah.
She dropped
Hello,
her phone.
thank you for watching.
Okay, so Scott B, have to follow your heart. Your heart will tell you when it's right. I
Yeah.
think that's true.
Roberto de Arrigo, hi from COVID-free Western Australia. Wow. Elizabeth Mas, yes, I'm happy to try to move on my life but not looking the another man. Jacob Ananet Bandelian, hello sir. They can remarry again for sure, but it depends also how both sides feeling and ready for it. Only the future will tell when it's time, yes or no, to marry again.
Yes,
Thank you very much, sir.
There's lots of pros and cons, let's face it, you know. As someone has just said, you have new in-laws and
Yeah.
old you have ex-in-laws and new in-laws, and why should they not all be happy about the decision? If it's a good decision between the two people, if they're right for each other, then everyone should grant them the right to happiness.
Yeah. From Nelson Perman, hi guys, I think it's up to the person. Ambisyusang kuching. Children must understand, but honestly, host, it's only my opinion because I haven't married yet. Regarding on the topic, I say yes to remarry. Yeah, so again, thank you for participating, everyone. Roger Gordon, hi, Terence and Beth. Mr. Aim, do you guys have any children? We're still hoping.
We're still hoping. So together, no.
John Baker, check attendance. People should do whatever best for them and their family.
Yes.
Yes, so again, if you have other topic on your mind that you want to tackle on our next live stream, just participate, just comment over there, because this topic of remarry again after the death of your partner, it was been suggested last night's live stream.
Yeah.
From Roger Gordon, I had a good 25-year marriage to an Ilocano woman that ended with her death from cancer. I've been a widower for 5 years now. At this point, I don't know if I want to remarry again. That's another thing, you know, because there are some partners where when the other partner died, the heart also died because it goes with the death of their partner, you know. So that's why there are couples that when the other partner died, he remained or she remained single because her heart is no more blinking, right? It's already died.
No more.
Yeah, because it's very painful to their husband and also or wife, and also it's very difficult to find someone that is better than better like the husband or the wife.
I prefer to think that the heart may close, that the door to a new romance may close, but I don't think that the heart dies.
No, not the, but I mean some are.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Others said, you know.
Yeah.
Roberto de Arriego, we all deserve to be loved and be loved. GRS, morning. Mr. M.A., sorry, do you have kids? I miss your answer.
No, we don't have kids together, but we are hoping and praying that that will happen.
43 viewers out there, our topic for tonight, should a widow or widower after the death of their partner remarry again? What is your thought? You know, and at the same time, it's question and answer portions. If you have some questions on your mind, or if you have some topic that you want to tackle, just comment over there.
All right. Now, and Gillis Guye, sorry, I have just landed from London. Really? So, landed Cebu? Where?
From London, Manila or Cebu, you know.
Well, he's landed from
London. Okay.
So, evidently, it must be somewhere in the Philippines. I wonder
Is
how
it
that
open now, the airport?
That's what I'm sure that many people here would be interested in knowing that. So, Celia Maglinti, good day to you both. Well, let me see.
Well, I'm widow
I'm
for 16 years now.
But I never think to marry again.
From
California.
California. What's your reason, ma'am? It's because your heart is already been totally surrendered to your late
Well,
partner.
there's also another thing. If you have older children to consider, and you have assets which are high value assets, if you have a particularly beautiful home or homes, if you are actually well set, then you have to consider the children. What would their inheritance be? How would that be with the new partner? I knew some old people that I did some work for when I was in California, and the gentleman, who was a wonderful guy, he passed during my friendship with them, and his wife, when I said about marrying possibly again, after I suggested that after a while had passed, and she said, "I'm not a nurse and I'm not a purse." That was her. So she wasn't prepared to take care of anybody again, and she wasn't prepared to pay for them.
Yeah, from Cody Johnson, not trying to get off, but I noticed that a lot of the houses built have metal roof. I assume this is the norm in the Philippines.
Yes, it is. The houses that we build, Cody, they're not palaces, okay? They're modest little homes, and we build them on a very, very tight budget. You wouldn't believe some of the houses that we built for the money that we did it for. And we built them, like the blind man who recently passed. We built his house in 3 days. Tiny little house. He didn't need a huge house, did he? He was blind, and he wasn't educated blind. So he had a very tiny house with a little cooking area that was outside where he could sit as well. You're right.
Yeah.
They're tin roofs, and our home here has a tin roof.
From Nelson Perman, by the way, the house looks good. Ganda ba?
Thank you.
Mr. M. Ma, all the best. I want you to have children that would be really good.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Mash, you're right. That's still painful for me. My hubby died. I'm not sure to remarry again.
Now, while the pain of his passing is still there, it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
But what has happened in the past for other people is that someone that is engaged in similar, say at church or at a club which they go to, becomes a friend and helps with the healing by not pressing. And then eventually when the healing is done, they realize that they could be better than friends.
I think what you call that.
Again.
Yeah, I think I read some article about that, about dying your partner, you know. The very painful is when you're not ready, right? It's just when you're not ready that he will die or she will die, you know. But if you're ready on yourself, then it will be fine, right? It will not it's not so hard, you know. But if it's just suddenly you wake up and then he's gone or she's gone, that's really painful, you know. From Josie Yokawa, for me, it's okay the widow to marry again, but my husband's always telling me if time comes, I'm a widow. He doesn't want me to marry again. He's always serious talking about that.
He
Wow.
doesn't want you to marry again.
Is your husband Japanese, ma'am?
Is that part of your culture that would be the situation?
Yeah.
We're interested to hear that. Because if you are in a position where you could actually have happiness, and depending on your age, then why would you not marry? And he would be gone to a place that would be far different in its viewpoint to what all of us are having here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's hear how that is. Mark Holman. Hello, Terence and Beth from Ontario, Canada. All depends on the person. God will put it in their heart to remarry or
Or
not.
not.
Yes, if they're living a life that is centered around God, then they will be guided. And if it's
Yeah,
right for them,
I
it will be
agree.
cool.
Cody Johnson's, I noticed that a lot have water struggles. Have you considered the possibility of rain catchment? Catchment, is this even legal in the Philippines? Rain catchment?
Cody, it gets down to what is possible on the very, very fine budgets that we work. Like the houses, the very basic houses that we build, don't have glass windows. They have the traditional panel, which is built of a frame. It has a frame, and then it's covered in the amacon, which matches the rest of the house. And that is a hinged window, but it's a panel which hinges out. We can't. We always laugh and say we're not sure where the swimming pool is going or the bowling alley. We're not making houses which are grand. We're making very modest little houses, which will be hundreds of percent better than the house that they are knocking down. So there's all kinds of stuff. We have people that are suggesting, well, where's the bathroom? And why don't you install solar panels? And yes, we could do all of that. Yes, and probably fitted carpet and the bowling alley and the swimming pool. We're not in that range of budget.
From Lane Armero, it's raining here. Hello, both of you. Roger Gordon, I'd like to retire to the Philippines. I have great relations with my wife's family in Zambales, and they say I'm welcome to live there. So I think I'd rather wait until I retire before I consider another woman. You
There
know.
we go.
Jealous, go here. Terence, do you have children before knowing that?
Yes, I do have children. They're all way grown up. Don't forget my age. Children are way grown up. Children probably older than you.
Don't be marak unless and until the wife or the husband dies. The widow and the widower can surely remarry. Ray Shamrock, hello Beth and Terence. How are you both? Thank you, sir.
Very
Check
good.
attendance.
Right?
Yeah, hello. Celia Maglenti, yes, you're right, Terence. Thank you. Thank you. Someday maybe I will come to your beautiful and quiet place.
You will be welcome.
Ray Shamrock, did you have lots of rice, Terence?
I had enough rice. Yes, I always do. In the evening. Actually, don't eat much rice in the day.
From Jealous Goher, Terence, what was your job in the UK and America?
In the UK, I was a professional musician. I'm a trombone player and singer. That was my job. I worked in big bands and small bands. I did recording, broadcasts. I did a lot of clubs, mostly around London. And I worked for the last 7 years in my professional life as a musician. I worked in a big band
Yeah.
which toured the UK. So that was what I did. When I went to America, I hoped at first to continue working as a musician. That was not possible because I was a single parent. I took a 6-year-old, I had a 6-year-old child with me, my son. And so that didn't work out. So I became an artist. I, uh, I designed and built furniture, and I did art commissions to special order. That was what I did in California and in Florida as well.
Yes, we got 58 viewers out there to the new on this live stream. Our topic is should a widow or widower remarry again? What is your thought? Something are back.
That's our dog. One of our dogs.
Raj Kumar saying hello. Your husband, Peter Jan, love your so many videos. Where we are
Your
now, wait.
husband.
Love so many of your videos. Building.
House building, home life, and land for sale. Our favorites. God bless always. Peter
and John. Hello.
Yes.
From Juicy Yukawa. Yes, Japanese.
Japanese.
Ray Shamrock Terrence, did you ever go camping or go staying in a copper van? Just got my curry van yesterday.
Yeah,
yes, so please give us a like.
I have done that. Yes, when obviously when I was in the UK, somehow it never quite happened in America.
Yeah, from Nelson Fairman, good luck to your sister and her driving, but I think she should only have one person with her so she can focus and God bless with her new boyfriends.
Well, no, she doesn't have a new boyfriend, so I have to correct you on that. And I would agree with you. Having somebody in the passenger seat next to her who is quietly trying to give her a lesson, with two screaming women outside, Beth and her sister, all yelling at the top of their hysterical voices what Paulina should do as she raced off towards the edge of the hill. Luckily, James knew enough to be able to pull the truck out of gear.
Yeah, we were very scared
it
yesterday. From Save Me, Save Me. Hi, couple host. Good evening, both of you. Hello, ma'am. Check attendance.
Good evening,
Look, hello. Good evening. Yes, it's again weekend now. Yeah, it's Friday now.
Oh boy, is it really Friday?
Yeah, it's Friday. Islan Jack, I'm a widower and my wife before she passed told me to get remarried. I searched and found a lovely Filipina. She is sweet and honest. I have a son, 43, and my wife-to-be has 2 children. Congratulations, sir, for finding your second chance. John Baker, I spent $12,000 USA on my mother-in-law's house in the mountain. The sand has to be trucked.
Has to be trucked in.
End, okay.
Yeah, we had the same difficulty, same challenge, John. Even in the house that we're building right now, all the materials get dumped in the road, and then it has to be carried up the hill. No small task. It's quite a steep hill and very narrow, winding path. So yeah, these difficulties all affect how much the house costs.
Yeah, give us a like to those watching us. From Elizabeth Mas, getting late night both. Thank you, ma'am. Martin Les, apart from trying to find someone on virtual dating sites, in your opinion, is the best way to find someone?
Personally, I think, and Beth agrees with me on this, that if you can come to the Philippines, if you've read enough to know that from what other men who have been lucky enough to find someone in the Philippines, and if you like what you have read, then if you can come here, research, as I've said before, research where you would like to live, and then go to that place and find someone who lives in that place and has family there that you can meet and relate to.
Yeah, you came here for vacation, and who knows, out of that vacation and you're roaming around in the Philippines, 7,000 island, then you find someone, a woman that will catch your heart,
I know our experience has been that the most absolutely totally set in stone people who come out here and say, I'm not interested in finding anyone else. And the next thing you know, they've done exactly that and found someone.
From Luke, yeah, why not marry again? Alma Bretson just checking in to check my attendance. Check attendance, ma'am.
Hi,
So
Elma.
that you don't have you have no absent. Mountain Man Philippines, I don't think widow or widower should remarry. The Bible says better to not marry. If my wife passed away tomorrow, I will wait to be with her in heaven. I would focus growing closer to God. Wow.
All of which cannot be argued with. If that is how you interpret all of it, then good luck, and we hope that you'll be
Yeah.
able to find. You can still find happiness. That's for sure.
From Kata, I just lost my husband 2 years ago. So for me, I don't want to get married again. I just have to have a boyfriend. Mawala ang aking pension kung mag-asawa ako ulit. That's another problem, especially if you're married to a foreigner, Filipino or foreigner relationship, and your partner has a pension or even Filipino, If your partner has a pension, you are automatically an dependent, right?
Yes, that's true. I don't
You
know.
know,
I don't know the law. I don't know the law on it, but I understand depending on the age of the wife that is left, the pension should transfer to her.
yeah, and if that wife remarry again, that pension automatically cut.
Will be
You're right.
stopped.
Will be
Yes.
stopped. So that's why
Yeah.
other preferred not to remarry it again and just have boyfriend. Right? Yeah, because I know someone. Before. The husband died and she got pensions around 30,000 a month. And if she's going to marry again, it will cut the pension. So that's what Ma'am Kata stated there. So thank you for the input, ma'am.
Mhm.
That's another hindrance why other don't want to remarry. But if the partner is bigger and able to accommodate good provider, then and you
They
want
may-
to be happy,
Yeah, they
then
may choose to drop the pension.
yeah.
So, John Ekman, why do you not put the comment section back? It's not down
YouTube.
to us, John. It's not our decision. We do not wish to have the comments section taken off, which is why we're here doing live streams.
Yeah, so that we have
So-
communications to our viewers.
So that we can accept the comments of, well, you.
Yeah, we're still hoping that it will be back.
Eventually.
Sometimes we got videos that there's a comment and then suddenly it's just off.
Yeah, so it's on and off. So Ray Shamrock, Terence, how can you make houses for the poor? Did they not tell you to stop doing that? How the no profit is doing are letting you help. I don't know why they stop you. Why they stop you both going home? I don't understand what you're saying, John, Ray. But your questions sometimes seem as if they're trying to catch us out. There's nothing to be caught out on here. We are licensed to do welfare work. Okay? What we are still waiting on approval for is the paperwork being processed, which, along with almost all of the paperwork of almost everybody on the planet, the pandemic has stopped work going on those kind of approvals. So we are still waiting for approval to be able to solicit funds, go out and get people to help us with our work. But we are not held back by that, and we are perfectly legal to do welfare work, which, providing a house for the poor, is definitely welfare work. Okay?
From John Baker, Mountain Man, my dad will have 2 wives in heaven. John Baker, jokes, my English. Hi, bot Dibet. Pa-help ko sa akong gamay nga channel. Here, Scotland, UK. Been watching your channel. Always hoping to meet you both next year. Mao kinatanan sa pandemic. Yeah, check it out. My English. Scotland at her channel, Scotland, UK. Check it out. John Baker, good to see you, Mountain Man. Joye Elia, watching from Dubai. More blessings and God bless. Thank you so much to all OFW nga to all OFW that watching our vlogs and sharing our videos. Thank you so much. And please, to everyone that watching our videos, don't escape our advertisement.
And
It
give us
helps
a
us. And
us
give us a
thumbs up.
like. From Simon Matters, Hi Terence and Beth, is it possible to rent lease land? I would like to farm in the Philippines but would like to try it for a few years first before I buy it with my wife who is a Filipino.
That is an excellent way to do it, and you can go in and lease land that would allow you to do that. Probably what you would be looking at would be trying to find what amounts to be a small farm with a house that you can move into and live there happily, and then get on with your plan of farming. And yes, but you have to get here to do it.
Yeah,
You
I
cannot
agree.
do it by talking to anyone, me or Beth or anyone else. You can't do it that way with certainty. You need to come here and live here.
And another thing, if you want to buy a land or if you want to buy a lot, don't buy it yet. You know, better if you're roaming around first on different islands,
Yes.
in different islands in the Philippines, so that you can finally find out where you want to be, settled in.
Yes.
Because there are some expats that came here in the Philippines, came in the Bohol, you know, and they said, "Oh, I'm gonna buy a land in Bohol," right? Automatically buy a land which is 3 hectares or 5 hectares, and then when they go to Dumaguete for a vacation, they decide, "Oh, I love Dumaguete. I want to stay in Dumaguete." So now the problem
Right.
is selling the property here in Bohol, you know, because and then they already build a house here. So before you're going to decide to settle in, you buy a lot, just roaming around so that you're able to categorize out, you're able to find yourself where you're more comfortable and at the same time where your heart belongs, you know.
And the thing is that there are so many vloggers around now, and they're all giving their experiences of the place that they live. So you've got a terrific source, multi sources of information, and actually can go on these expats. Probably most have have a live stream, and you can go on like you are doing right now and ask, what is it like where you are? Are you happy? And then you look at the vloggers themselves and you think, you then ask yourself, are these my kind of people? And if they're your kind of people, whatever they are like, then you can make a judgment call as to whether you would like to be living where they live and how they live.
Yeah, because there's a blogger in Mindanao, there's a blogger in Dumaguete, there's a
Yes.
blogger in Siquijor, another that roaming around,
all
you know.
over. And there are those that are roaming around as
Yeah,
Beth
travel
always
blogger.
puts it.
Yeah. From where we are now, Simon Matters, before I buy wife, Day Conjing Vlogs. Hi, all silent supporters here watching from Malaysia. To all OFW watching us, daghan kayong salamat. Roland Kayod, hello. Ray Shamrock, it's not up to them. If they find love, why not get married? They're choosing.
Right.
Mark,
I agree.
hi man, I watch your after streams. I am so happy what you are doing, families there. I was even so touched the time you brought Jollibee for the family. They were so happy. I thank God for people like you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was very rewarding for us too.
From look, when you are happy again with your new wife, why not?
Yes.
Eslian Jack, love your stream. Enjoy your subjects. Thank you both. Again, if you have some topic on your mind that you want to tackle on our next live stream, just comment over there. Save May, why not? It depends upon the man or woman. Nothing wrong with that. They can remarry again because it's sad to be alone in its life. It's good to live in this world with somebody to be with.
Yeah, and so often, even though widows and widowers have children, especially in America, children are notorious for going away and leading their own lives. At one time, and it's still this way in the Philippines, right? Unless a kid becomes, a kid grows up and say becomes an OFW. But in the main, children live close to their parents. They continue to live close to their parents. That's how it used to be in the UK. That's how it used to be in America. But now it's not like that. And children grow up. I know this for a fact in America. They grow up and they get a life of their own and they take a job far away.
Yeah.
And in America, that can be thousands of miles away and yet still in America. So you really need, if you're alone, you can be alone and still have a big family, but they're not able or not interested in coming to see you. So you have the right to make a
Be
life
happy.
anew.
From Jujil Loita, yes, they can unless their body are okay and they are in love mode. John Baker, I hit like. Yeah, please hit like. Pachi Lane in the Philippines, if your Filipino wife dies, can her family claim to the house you built as you cannot own property? I don't think so.
I believe that they cannot. I believe that they cannot. By you are protected to that degree. In other words, you owned something that becomes yours by death, and I'm sure that you are protected on that.
Yeah, but
even though they may try.
What other did, what other expat and their partner did, because a foreigner cannot own land in the Philippines. But what they did when they buy a property, they went to the attorney and signed that they're leasing the property of their wife, right? So that whatever happened, for example, they have a breakup or they have disagreement, the wife the wife cannot sell the property without the agreement of the husband. So that's what they're doing.
Yeah, in other words, the foreigner is protected.
Yeah, so it's like at least 25 years. And if you think that you can still live for 100 years, then lease for 100 years. You can still, I think my life is until 100 years, From Lok, I think I can come back next year. Next year. Yeah, we're hoping that this pandemic will end. Ruperta, Marcelo, hi, Beth and Terence. Good evening. Yes, widow and widowers marry again. There's nothing wrong with that if they love to each other.
Mm-hmm.
John Baker, I will take my daughter and 28 years old son to the Philippines someday. Good luck, sir.
Yes.
Martin Lace, it's difficult to travel to a strange country on your own.
Well, I don't think that you will be on your own for very long. That's the thing. But you are right, Martin, you are correct, but there's no need for you to be alone. Many people contact us and contact other expats, and they form relationships with those people, friends enough that they can visit. I mean, for instance, it doesn't mean that you have to do what one of our subscribers did and land on our doorstep with his suitcase totally unannounced, but you can call, and for instance, we would be quite happy to meet any of our subscribers and take them to a hotel that we know is safe. Well, in Taliban, you're safe anyway. It's just one of those places, but you would be able to survive very well. And people are friendly.
Yeah, Filipino are very friendly and helpful.
They're friendly, and you would soon get to know people.
Yeah. Everybody speak English, so you can understand. It's not really totally your stranger, because you can speak. People can speak here, so in English, so you can able to communicate. From Elizabeth Ray Shamrock, the best meet GF Go Philippines or tag apps you're not going to find if you're not go best place at malls market to meet good Filipino. From Elizabeth Mars, happy weekend bot. I always watching your video every day and good night. Thank you so much. Maria Vina Santa Risa, hello Beth and Terence, watching from Zamboanga City. Hello ma'am, Mindanao. That's part of Mindanao. Hello, thank you for watching. So, Josie Yokawa.
My husband just wants he wants to be the last man in my life. That's very much a human, earthly viewpoint. And as soon as he dies, assuming that you believe that the spirit goes on, right, then that's not something that he would continue to feel. So he thinks that now because he's human.
Yeah.
I don't think that he would continue to think that if he was on his way, hopefully, to join God.
From look, how is it go with the house number 44 is start now? Yeah, we are in day 3 now. So we're day 3, right? So check it out, the video.
Maybe you haven't seen the video. It's coming on amazingly well.
Captain Sousa, hello Terence and Beth, great you're doing.
Captain Souza,
Captain Souza, hello Terence and Beth, great you're doing this live event. Thank you. Thank you, sir, for watching.
so Jacob and Nanette Van Dellen, Luke, the house 44 already started, and see the vids how they gained the house so fast.
Thank you, sir.
It's fast.
Yes, we are now day 3, so we're hoping we finish that within 7 or 8 days, but depending on, because we have 4 now. Today we got 5 workers because house number 42 that we built few months ago, the husband worked there without so I just said, how come you're 5 now? So I have no option, just pay the salary.
Well, it's all help, isn't it?
Yeah. From my English, thanks for reading, Beth. Thank you, Kaayo, for the shout out. Thank you, welcome, ma'am. Loving it all. How can anyone be upset about anyone helping others with a home?
You would be surprised. We met a man, a very special man, Larry Malley, and Larry Malley started a thing called Mission Matters, medical
he did a
mission
lot of help on
matches, and he helped hundreds of children with severe cleft lip. So the cleft palate, where the lip was, and he organized that, and he helped and gave new life to literally, it may have been thousands of children. And yet he told me that as a cop in New York, it was easier to put a bad guy into prison than it was to help someone. And we have found that we have made enemies just by helping people. If anybody who really had their disagreements with us just watched the videos where we reveal everything, then I wonder they would have to have some real dark place in their heart to still continue to be an enemy and criticize. Just don't see how it could be. We used to have thumbs down on helping baby Faith, a little tiny girl, 3 months old, when we found the family, and helping that little girl have an operation. There were 8 or 9 thumbs down. Got to wonder about the heart of someone who does that.
From John Baker, some women in USA. Can you come in the picture,
Well,
darling?
I'm on a stool, honey.
John Baker, some women in the USA won't marry again so they do not lose their monthly money from their spouse.
That's it.
Camille Mohammed, hi guys, I am a widow for 6 years now. Recently, I met someone. I also have 3 grown kids married with lives of their own, but I don't know how to tell them of my new boyfriend.
Fearlessly.
Yeah.
That's what I say, fearlessly. You don't owe your life. You're not in servitude. You're not an employee. You are a free being, and you have the right to happiness.
Best wishes, ma'am. Nelson Perman, guys, also just want to say don't give up on anything in life. You guys are good people and you have a lot of people praying for you. God bless. Salamat kayo sa lahat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the kind words.
And we've come to the same conclusion.
From Ray Shamrock, I didn't meant it in why ka negative point, Terence. I was just wondering how can the non-profit organizations was doing. You explain that, which I appreciate because I love the videos of helping and building. You homes, because I don't think they should stop you in the first place because that you were doing was helping poor Filipinos in conditions. So I told you to both do.
We don't understand why either. But the thing is that the powers that be have to act on complaints. And the way that they act is not always the way that we think that it should have been. But that's the way that they pursued it. And we then took 2 years of a horrendous amount of paperwork to get our approval. And our approval was granted some time ago for doing welfare work.
From Tia Salvador, hello ma'am and sir, always watching your blog, very inspiring, stay sweet to each other and God bless. Thank you for watching. As I said, if you're watching our videos, please don't escape our advertisement. Martin Tolik, absolutely nothing wrong with getting married again once you met the right person. Just make sure you bring a big stick with you when visiting the graveyard in case you try to get back off.
Or send somebody else to do it for you.
Tia Salvador, I'm from Me English, taga Cagayan de Oro, Cubet. I hope one day we can invite you to CDO. Puhon makauli may PMU in the near time.
Where is that mean?
He's in Cagayan de Oro. Hope he met us when he come back here in the Philippines. You know,
I mean,
Cagayan de Oro is I think that's a very nice place. They have I saw in some blogs a lot of waterfalls, if I'm not mistaken. Tia Salvador, I'm OFW from Kuwait. Hello to all OFW. Stay safe always, and we really appreciate your efforts to go to other country for your family. Ray Shamrock, I think what you're going for that poor Filipino amazing. So blessed to having two people who willing to help other making home as the home where the heart is.
yes,
Thank you,
I
sir.
agree.
Francois, please congratulate little Lorraine on her last video, Harvesting Palm Oil. Well, very well explained, and very good English. Yes,
Lorraine is one special little girl.
she's
believe me.
Top of the class.
She's top of the class, and like you said, not just good in English. She has something to say, and she said it very well. That is an especially loving family. They are neighbors. We are privileged to be considered their second parents, and that's how they think of us, and we think of them in that same way. Just absolutely wonderful kids.
From John Baker, America, the guy wants to be woman and the woman wants to be a guy.
Yeah, and somewhere in the middle, the ordinary people are getting lost.
Ray Shamrock, we can own house in the Jacob and Nanette Bandilian at Ray Shamrock. I came to this channel years ago while I was search how built bamboo house. Then this channel came in front, and ever since I still love the work both are doing for those who are in need. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for subscribing and
being part of our YouTube family is how we always say it.
Scott B. Terrence and Beth, I think that would be a great subject, talking about the kids, how they handle long distance relationship, or how they handle of foreigner and Filipina getting married. That's good one. Let's talk that in our next live stream.
Okay.
The Inner Heart Chef, hello, lovely couple, TNB. Happy weekend, everyone. Thank you.
To you too.
Martin Les, thank you both for your advice. Looking for peace, I was married for 30 years and then the wife died of cancer. That was 4 years ago, and am I looking again? No, it was hard enough the first and only time.
Well, there's no guarantee that it will go well or badly. Either way, it can go. You can marry again with the best intentions and it doesn't work out. Especially if, as you say, what was it? Was it 30 years? Was it 30 years that he said? So 30 years of good marriage, that's a tough act to follow, isn't it?
That's a really great love. Dumba Mark, Terence, where is your children living now?
Some living in the UK and some are living in the US.
Ray Shamrock Jacob, yes, I read very nice. I have wife, son, and house in Leyte, so then you for your reply. Maria Binya Santa Risa, I always watch your video, but it's only now that I was able to see you live and I can read comments. God bless you and both keep safe. Thank you, ma'am. The Inner Heart Chef turns very sorry to asking. I saw in the video for your son's wedding, your ex Asian also? Yeah.
Yes. My ex was Filipino. Well, my ex is as an ex is Filipino.
Yeah, that's really that's the wedding day. That's the time that I'm really uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
Ray Shamrock, good to help other with our in the need. Mama Bear Joy Bap, yeah, why yes, of course. If they find someone who wants to be with them and they want to be wed, then I say go for it.
Right.
Check attendance, Mama Bear. Jacob and Annette Bandelian, Ray Shamrock, you welcome me and my future wife having 4 hectares property in Morong, Bataan. Wow. And as soon the pandemic is gone, we start with built our house there.
Rebuilt our house.
Rebuild the
So,
house there.
so Jacob,
Best wishes, sir.
Ray says, I agree with you. SexRP, can you enable your comments for your vids, please? We would love to, but like we keep saying, but it doesn't seem to get heard. It's not up to us. It's so easy if you are bad-hearted. It's so easy if you have several fake accounts. It's easy to place a really bad comment on something, and then with one of your other fake accounts, you can go ahead and complain about that bad comment, and you can get comments taken down. It's really very simple.
John Baker, I was married 20 years to a 15/16 Northern Cheyenne Native American.
Cheyenne Native American Indian lady.
Now I'm married to a 100% Filipina lady. Life is
Life
good.
is good.
Congratulations.
So Richard Bedwell, my Asawa's teen brother just arrived in the USA. He tried to cut his sirloin steak with a spoon. Why do Filipinos only eat with a spoon and fork and not use a knife? Beth,
I don't
surely.
know. I don't know, but that's how that's how we grew up, right? And sometimes if you've just been in going to other area, someone just kids are using bare hand, right?
Yeah, I think it may, I'm only guessing now, but it may be something to do with the possible culture of thinking that a knife on the table is
dangerous,
not a good idea. Don't ask me why, but you think about feng shui, whatever way everybody pronounces that differently, but feng shui even thinks of having open doors. The edge of the door facing toward you is like a knife. So there are many, many different ways of looking at knives.
Yeah. Martin Tolley, don't worry, Beth and Terence. I sense some bad feelings toward you with almost the same amount of thumbs down, so it's small. Even though in Taliban, I sense somebody is against you, but don't worry.
We've learned to live with that, and it's more about them than it is about us.
Commander Data, it's amazing to me that some people are such loser. They waste their lives going to channel thumbs down and the same loser keep coming back. If I don't like it, I don't watch. Yeah, that's
right. And what we do now is we have an almost sixth sense. If we sense that the comment is underneath it is showing bad heart and bad feeling, then we don't accept it at all. We just get rid of it. And that's why we have said all along, ours is a feel-good channel. When you go to ours, you're not going to see lots of back and forth accusations and bitching and all of that. We just get rid of all of that, and we don't have it.
From some James, wishing within last 30 minutes, you ignored my 2 comments. I guess you don't welcome my comment. I don't see that. Can you comment it again, ma'am?
Rather than say that, just put your question again. Sometimes we get this, and for the life of me, I can't remember a comment that you've made that I've ignored. If it was a question, we would answer it.
Yeah.
So let's have it again.
Ray Shamrock Jacob, I wish you and your family well and happy. So again, 62 viewers out there, our topic is for tonight is should widow or widower remarry married again? What is your thought after the death of the partner? From Patsy Lynn, to give someone a home is much greater than you realize. Well done to both of you.
Actually, honestly, we cannot, you really cannot go and look at the kids, especially when they get their new home, and not be really fully aware of how important it is to them. That's why we do it, because it really changes things. You know, people change when they're helped like that. And this has been proven by research, by psychological researches done at various universities, where the onlooker watching a good deed being done is lifted spiritually. So when you do something good for someone and you're seen doing it, and YouTube is full of these incredible videos showing someone doing something great for someone. And in research, they found that the person who's watching feels almost as good as if they did the deed themselves. It's really good.
From John Baker, a home is a place of refuge, a place to recoup and recover.
Right.
Jocelyn Pancao, check attendance. Hi, Beth and Terence. Good evening. I like your episode every night. A lot of lesson for me. Thank you.
And for us too. You know, I thought that today, that I learned a terrific amount from all of the live sessions that we do.
Yeah.
I learned it about this one.
6 RV, when we watch ads on YouTube videos, do you get paid? I hope you get paid so I can keep watching ads on your videos. Yeah, the advertisement is the one that is the one of the one.
Especially if you clicked
we
on
get
the ad.
paid.
Especially if you clicked on the ad and went there, and then more especially if you bought something from an ad that you clicked on from our channel. But the amount that we get paid is pennies, not even pennies, I don't think. It's very, very small. But if it's added over thousands of subscribers, then it actually means something when it finally gets to us.
Yeah, so if you're watching our videos, don't escape the advertisement. Just leave it play. Play it, you know. From Jacob and Annette Bandelian, thank you, Ray Shamrock. Same for you there, and always stay safe. Loving it all. Terence, how many children and grandchildren do you have?
Oh, God, I don't want to go into trying to work out how many grandchildren I've got, but I've got actually, I got this wrong the other day when I was asked. I've got 5 natural children and 1 stepson who I have been the only father that he's ever known. And so I count him as six kids, but they're all adults now. They're not babies. But there are many, 3, 4. I may have 5 or 6 or 7 grandchildren. Is that possible?
From Geds, Lauren's blogs really tickled me when she went to the sea. The sea of her sister behind her with the mangoes on her head had me laughing so much. And that's okay, guys. Catchphrase is particularly funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's, those 2 kids are so gorgeous.
Ray Shamrock, I've been in Cagayan de Oro. It's very nice city. John Escape, check attendance, sir. Hello, Terence and Beth. Give us a thumbs up, sir. May English, that's good to know, Ray Shamrock. Jacob, you're more thank you and welcome. Isaac Israel, hi, sweet couple and Beth. I'm glad to join in today. What do you think? What do you think of Canlaon and Negros Oriental? I love to live in Bohol very much, but I found a Filipina in Canlaon. Good days, good day, guys.
That's what I say. I have a friend who, if you got involved and you were powerless to get out, he always used to say, "Well, you're in the boat now," and that's why I say it's a good idea if you can research where you would like to live. Go there and meet somebody in that place where you would like to live, instead of now Israel Isaac is asking us, is this a good place? Because your Filipino will be happiest if she can be near her family.
Yeah, near the family.
So let's hope you like it there.
Yeah, I think Negros is a nice place. There's a lot of foreigners there, Dumaguete, you know. So Bohol is different island, Negros is different island, but everybody, wherever your Filipina is and their family is, it's better if they are near the family, you know, because in case of something happen, you have somebody to go to, you know, to go to.
Well, you have, to go to. And if you strike lucky and get a family that you can relate to, then you've got a second family. All of my family, my mother and father, sister and brother are all gone now, right? I'm the oldest surviving of close family. They're all gone. I I treat my relationship with Nanai, which I know a lot of people who are jaded in their look will say, well, how can she be your Nanai? She can't be your mother. You're older than her. She is Nanai to everyone that she knows. That's her name. Nobody calls her by her name. They call her Nanai. And I count this as a second chance to be a better son
Yeah.
to my mother, which is how I view her.
Yeah, let's proceed. Ray Shamrock, Jacob, if you ever been in Leyte, you're more than welcome to Bassett. We're going to Leyte, sir. Are we welcome? Mark, hi man, keep on keeping on. You are doing wonderful. Jacob and Annette Bandelian, thank you, Ray Shamrock. One day we will Bassett. John Baker, oh the sight, oh the mind is best. Oh the sight, oh the mind is
Out
best.
of sight, out of mind.
Okay.
Is best.
Out pala. Jibe Alice, remarrying is one's personal choice. However, it helps to kill loneliness and boredom. That's another thing.
Yeah, especially if you bring somebody into your life that is going to set you on new adventures, new travels. I mean, this is a second chance at having almost like a first relationship again.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why also people remarried is because they want to fill in the emptiness in their heart, you know, and loneliness. So that's a good one, sir. From Tita Budyungan, good morning, Bat and Terence. Stay safe always. Likewise, ma'am. John Escape, it always amazes me how haters will post such hate. It tells me that their heart is black with bitterness and hopeless grief.
We agree.
Me, English TNB, can I call you both? I always watch your live stream and this is my first time to catch you live. So right, I'm off work today.
The best way to communicate to us is by Messenger. And we can chat on Messenger. That's the best way. As you can see by the fact that in the next 30 seconds we may get bumped offline again, the signal is really very unreliable, and phone calls are particularly stressful. Just you're constantly saying, "Can you hear me now?" Which became an advertising buzzword or buzz phrase. Can you hear me now? In America.
Yeah, you can add us. You can message us on an email at terence.flannery@gmail.com, and you can add us on Facebook, Terence Flannery, and then you can follow us in Instagram, A Foreigner in the Philippines.
Yeah. So John Baker, I'm glad that you said this because I tried to say this to Beth. Trash in, trash out. Blocking is best. There's nothing to discuss with someone who is only trying to hurt you. Cody Johnson, yes, Terence, I'm glad you said Feel Good Channel. You two are beautiful to watch. This is my Feel Good channel. I watch with all this craziness going on. Much love from Texas.
Thank you, sir.
And what you've just said is what we hope that people will feel. You can go to so many channels. You can go to so many, and you can watch the squabbling and the bitterness and the hate, and you can watch the name calling and all of that. And if that's what you like to do, they will welcome you. You'll be a valued member of that channel, but not with us. We're not interested.
Commander Data, if you didn't have family land on Bohol, would you choose to live in Cebu or Bohol?
I wouldn't choose to live in Cebu. We actually, obviously, it's difficult to separate the fact that we have the land that we have now, that we live where we live, because we work so hard to make it how we want it to be. But I don't think that I could be happy in Cebu.
From Moma Bear, Joy Bop, on spoon and pork, we are not accustomed to using knife. If you go to an average Filipino home and inspect their desk rack, there's only spoon and pork and not spoon, pork, knife set.
That's right.
Yeah. And why? There's also the idea that if you could use just the two, why bothered with third cutlery? After all, we only have two hands. Yeah.
I think as well the kind of cooking that is done in the Philippines, a spoon and a fork is quite adequate because you're not in there with these huge. I remember going to Australia, and I was there for almost 6 months. And my friends, as soon as I arrived, they took me in Brisbane to this place where these steaks are famous, and they're like this big. Well, there'd be no there'd be no point in giving someone a fork and a spoon to eat a steak like that. They'd need a knife.
From Jinkate to Laylay, hi, take care both of you. Thank you, ma'am. Jan Escape, Shamrock, we have home in Leyte and Maasin. Commander Data, who needs a knife to eat if you have teeth? That's funny. Ray Shamrock Terrence, I've been watching your channel for unsubscriber of your channel long time ago. I love what you've been both doing. It's not fake.
Okay.
Do you do help as you love what you is with love. Thank you, sir. John Baker, I sent my friend a money order so YouTube don't take 30% or more.
Is it as much as that? I didn't know it was as much as that. Doesn't
GRS,
surprise me.
yeah, GRS, it's good to watch something good happening to others, especially right now in our lockdowns.
Yes.
Look, yes, follow your channel already. I'm in a very long time. Thank you, sir. Can you move right now? Alma Bretson.
You're a fidget, you know that.
Alma Bretson Samjen Jens, it's happened to me and I don't take to heart. Just type it again and hope you have a wonderful day. Yes, Ma'am Samjen or Sir Samjen Gems, just comment there. Maybe we just escape or something like that. We just didn't notice it. Just comment. Just type it. We will answer.
Right. It's possible, you know, when you have all of these things going up the side of the picture of yourself that you're looking at, and it can do a dance, and you can actually lose a comment, not even see it, and it will have disappeared because you can only get so many, maybe not even 10 comments on the side. So scrolling up and down and trying to keep count, you can hear Beth saying sometimes, "Oh, now where are we?" It's possible to miss it, and provided you're not a troll that's just trying to make some nasty comment, which will get hidden anyway, then we will respond to that. That's why we're here.
Yeah, because we wanted to have open communications with our viewers.
So Alma, thank you for pointing that out.
6RP, I am happy to watch ads on your videos as long as you get paid for it. Let's all pitch in and help this lovely couple. Yeah,
thank you very
please
much.
watch our advertisement, our videos, and give us a like. Loving it all. Wouldn't it fun to see your grandchildren come and stay with you for a couple of weeks?
That would be wonderful. Who knows?
Ray,
Maybe that will happen someday.
Ray Shamrock, Jacob, you love Leyte. It's amazing people and are amazing. Celia Maglente, Terence and Beth, I love watching your videos, especially when videoing your surrounding and walking around with the road, the dogs. Anyway, my
like
hometown just across Bohol. God bless us all.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I should take the dogs walking more often. It just seems like since we've been doing the house up, working on the house, I work from as early as I can in the morning until as late as I can before Beth comes in and tells me I want to do a video about, I don't know, planting coconut trees or something. Then I get dragged off to do that. And then once that's done, it's too dark for me to do any more work because we actually don't have really good lighting in the Red House. We just have, I think, three outlets which we can run, 3 or 4 outlets which we can run an extension light on. So it gets difficult on the walking.
From 6RP, Maria Venia Santa Risa, Beth and Terence, is your place near Chocolate Hills. I think 1 hour and a half, ma'am.
An hour and a half, John.
6 hours.
I thought that read money orders are backed by God. Sorry, now I can see that it
Jinky
sounds good.
Talaykay. That is Filipino culture and most Asians having close family ties. I agree. Markintole is Bohol big. Could you drive from one end to another in few hours? Are there good school there in Tagbilaran, in the city?
It's not that small. It's not a big island, but it's not that small.
Maybe a day you can you can roaming
Yeah.
around in the
Yeah,
motorcycle
it wouldn't
or in
take
the
you.
car.
It wouldn't take you long. Actually, it wasn't for the village-like way of live life that goes on the national highway. A motorcycle would be a great way to look at
Yeah.
the island, because the roads are actually pretty good now. We found when we were on our bike, we went some really nice rides, and it was really pleasant. The only thing is, of course, every so often the road might disappear into a hole, so you've got to be careful.
Yeah, from Ray Shamrock message restricted, the inner heart chef topics for the next time. Once you go foreigner Asia, you'll never back. What's that, darling?
Once you go foreigner to Asian partner, you won't go back to
America or
America. And by the way, there are some good schools here.
Yeah.
If you go to if you can afford to go to a private school, they are much more tough on the students.
In fact, there are some
and
international
demand.
school here also.
Yeah, where as soon as they walk in the door, they're on English.
Yeah.
Not they don't learn English. They speak English all throughout the day. So they really are prepped for a world of English.
From me, English, if you're a widower or widow, it's all up to you if you want to marry again. But I understand it takes time for them to heal their past, just like me seeing. Because I met my husband who's a widow. Right. Nelson Perman, Negros, yes, it's a great place. Just visit so you can try it.
Yes, that's good.
May message restricted. Rakil Sawir. Hi guys, how are you and the family? You are awesome watching from USA. Thank you so much, ma'am. Mark Howman, so many disappointing past relationship. I found an amazing Filipina lady from the Philippines. I'm so happy now. So I don't want to think much about widow or widower. Haha, I'm leaving today. That's a good one, sir. Congratulations for finding your happiness.
I often say that myself. If we get into talking about what happens when I'm gone, and even Beth, if I say, listen, and she said, don't talk like that. It's the D word.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that kind of D word. But I always tell the Terence, if something happens to me, he can merit, because I want him to be taken care of and be happy. Ray Shamrock, but Terence, it would be an honor for you that come and visit us when I'm in the Philippines in Leyte. Just bring the Raptor joke if you like. Nelson Perman, what can you guys do to improve the internet?
What can we do? Somebody made a very good suggestion when President Duterte took over as president, and they said that what he should have done is he should have got the internet providers and got them together and sit them around the table and say, here's the deal. You've got 3 months to get the internet up to international standard. Say, as good as Hong Kong, which is excellent.
Yeah, Hong Kong is excellent.
If you don't do that, I'm going to revoke your license. And watch them scurry to get things done. And he could have said, if you don't do that, then I'm going to invite the top providers of other countries, and you'll have some real competition. Boy, I bet we would have great internet right now.
Yeah, because here we only have Globe, Smart, PLDT,
They're not. They're making terrific money without doing anything.
Martin Tolle, yes, Terence, you're right. I found a better sounding fellow in Taliban with a YouTube ghost. He upset me enough for me to annoy him.
I found a bitter sounding fellow in Taliban with a YouTube channel. Gosh, he upsets me enough for me to annoy him. Yep, it
Ta-
happens.
Na-
Ray Shamrock.
Nelson Perman, what you got? Yeah, if we
Ray
finish it.
Shamrock. I eat with my hands in the Philippines. Why go Philippine if you're not going to
Filipino way.
Filipino way? Yeah.
John escaped Terence tried the fiberglass pole for Wi-Fi and regretted. Fiberglass.
When I was working more as an artist and designing special things in Florida and California, I used to use fiberglass or glass fiber a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I used to make a lot of things because I would do the sculpture in clay, a lot of fiberglass in order to make copies.
Yeah, we tried that. Thank you, sir, for that.
Already, yeah, she is right. Don't sort.
Oh, but there's a
Super
fiberglass here and stable connection.
we haven't been able to find the raw materials of epoxy, of the glass itself and the fiber. We haven't been able to find that,
Yeah, sorry.
which is a drag.
From Isaac Israel,
Isaac.
Isaac, I'm just friend to one laong girl. So I will drop by to Taliban Sunday and find someone. Good luck, sir.
Right.
Wolfen 4966, hello, folks. John Baker, who are they? I don't know.
Who are the common people?
I don't know, like shy people. I don't get it.
I know.
Who does not require the use of knife would be happier if you just use your hand. But of course, when we eat, we know Iceman sometimes takes. Scott B. Terrence, is there any comparison between living in the province and living in the country or in the United States?
Well, I think, I used to see on Facebook Americans who were complaining and lamenting, shall I say, talking with sad retrospect about how it used to be in all this on expat channels. I remember I said, that's how it is in the Philippines right now. You go in, you don't pump your own gas. They help you. They do that. They bring a receipt out. They come out, take them. You don't have to get out of your car. And there are so many different ways in which it is like it used to be in America. If you go to Alturas and you get a box of groceries and you don't want to carry that box, can you carry it to my car? And he will do so gladly. Yeah. Of course, like in America, they're not allowed to take a tip.
They are here. Sister, good evening, Beth and Terence. I'm from Texas here, tuning in while I studied. I enjoyed listening to you both lately. God bless. Shout out sa mga Sagbayanon also. Thank you, ma'am. John Baker, I went to Chocolate Hills about a year with my in-laws. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, Chocolate Hills is a very nice place.
It's kind of something and nothing, isn't it? I mean, you go there, you have that horrendous at these monolithic Chocolate Hills, which defy description. I always think that they look as if they were retro designed by a plant pot.
Yeah.
And he would get his bucket, fill it with sand, and then upend it, and out comes Chocolate Hill.
Loving it down, Beth and Terence. You love your caring hair show through many until tomorrow again. Yeah, thank you, sir. Martin Tally, thumbs up.
Martin Tally.
Ray Shamrock, Beth, when I come to Bohol, shall I bring meat with us? Chocolate,
Yes.
you know.
Don't dare. Let me tell you, Ray, don't.
I'm a widower who remarried. Wow.
Here we go.
Congratulations, ma'am. OFW 124 Blogs. Hello, I'm late again. It's better to be late than never. Welcome back, ma'am. John Baker, why do foreigners marry Philippines? Topic. Why do foreigners? That's a good one. Thank you, sir. It's our next topic tomorrow. John Baker, love my Philippine wife. Wolfen 4966. It took a very special Filipina to snap me out of it, laughing out loud.
But she did. And we'll do it.
Thank you for the suggestion. Michael Balcors here. I'm with now. Would love to marry a Filipina. Local paper currency going. Local paper currency going away. Should
Heaven
the,
forbid that that should ever happen. The last thing, let's keep the money. No cashless society for me.
from the inner heart chef. Very hard topic today, but anyway, get married is not.
For you, you're correct. It's just that the best way to continue to have any discussion is to allow that the other person may have a different
Yeah.
viewpoint to you. And you have to, my own feeling is that you have to give your opinion without it being a put down of the other person's
Yeah, I
opinion.
agree.
Someone came on a little while on one of our live streams and said, what does this mean? It means stupidity. Well, that's stupidity. Of course, it's the great conversation closer. It's all finished when they say things like that.
From JS with international texting and SOS signal.
Good.
Wolfin 496, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it. Well, our signal is off now. My
Okay.
sir, is your internet wired or wireless? It's better to plug it directly to the modem. I have the same problem every time I talk to my mother who lives in Sanbayan.
Hasn't already done that.
Where we are, Wolfin Paul talks to hello guys. Maker, I love the countryside. Wilson Berman, you guys very want to come to the Berman. Thanks, Alma, for the advice. Again, Ma'am Sam, Jen, James, if you have some questions, sorry that you write and we didn't read, we apologize. But you can comment it back. John Baker, I told my dad a couple years ago that Philippines is like 1920 in USA today.
Yes.
The inner heart chef, just pray and pray. John Baker, they have the qualities that build American great. The Ray Shamrock, the indigenous people of the Philippines known as the Aita, are group related to the Negrito Spanish term for the black person. Yeah, there are some island that they have an Aita, sir.
Mm-hmm.
But so far here in Bohol, I didn't see it, you know. Some Genjans, there's the question. Ray
Now, there's another one that I heard as well, that all events are neutral. It's how we look at them that make them positive or negative. Works for me. So, Ray Shamrock, they call them Gong people. That's who you were talking about. John Baker, the Philippines still have the qualities that built America great. And Gary, 32-year-old, 66. Well, for one thing, the income will not be gone. And we have calculated this. We don't have any credit cards. We don't have any debt. We pay our bills as they come in. And we still are able to help build houses for others. People have said, well, how do you feel about leaving your wife in poverty? And somebody else said, hold on, they're not living in poverty. Maybe living, and they live on, 11 hectares of farmland. Where's the poverty? You know, and we have a successful YouTube channel, which by design, we have made it so that it is as much Beth's as mine. By design.
Yeah, just want to give, before we're gonna end, because our signal is off, because what Gary Laporte says is also about bothered me with her 32 years old wife, right? I think, sir, you know, you need to set aside some savings for your wife, you know, so in case something's happened to you, your wife is been taken care of, and at the same time, when she want to start a business, he can able to know what businesses she wanted to take on, right? And at the same time, you know, if your Filipinas is in the province, then it will not be hard for her to survive. But for me, the best is you to set aside something for your wife, some savings, emergency savings, in case something happened to you. Because if you have a pension, when you died, because of the life monitoring, if the partner is still alive, then if you cannot reply that, then it means the pension stop, right? So it means your wife cannot get the pension.
Well, I think if you are from the UK, the pension doesn't automatically go over onto the wife if she is young,
Yeah.
as is your wife. Your wife is
We-
just 1 year older than Beth.
Yeah, because we called in the UK about that, about the pension of Terence, that we called about that I'm 31, and then Terence, what if something happened to Terence if the pension transferred to me? And the answer on the pension department is no, until she will be 60 years old, right? So I said okay.
See?
So that's the one thing. So that's why better if you set aside something for your wife. And when it comes to me, Terence says, I've been living. I can live. We can. I'm living simply here. So palayo lang. At far, far, far.
Yeah.
I think I can survive.
Yeah, I think that she will do very well. Plus, but if you watch our meal times, what I laughingly call feeding time at the zoo, because Beth will insist sometimes if we're short on videos, she'll do videos at the dinner table. Well, every night we go down to dinner at Nana's about 8 o'clock, something like that. We go down and meet as a family, and you can see we eat at. You can see the food. There's no matched dishes. There's no crystal glasses here. We live very simply. We live like hilltop farm people.
Yeah, and as long as
that's how we live.
there's a fish, there's a dried fish, and there's a rice, and there's sometimes chicken. That's happy life.
Yeah, look at the comments how people are saying, "Why don't you can't just feed him baked beans and rice? Why not?
our
Why not?"
comment is unable to connect to chat because we got only one bar now. So again, thank you so much for staying on our live stream until tomorrow. Tomorrow's live stream again. Have a good day. Thank you
Hope
so
you
much.
can hear us saying that.
Yeah, bye bye and God
So bye
bless.
for now.
Bye bye.